Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England. And his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Je veuille vous obéir. Attendez les commandements. Audite, servientes!
William's William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. Had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen.
Continent!
In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together, they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Parat! L'heure est de besoigner. Cavalarios parat! Scara formata! Acces vos, compagnon.
Ensala. Vado.
Obéir, c'est vertu. Je suis votre...
Mendes? Cavallo.
Quiete, caval! Cavalarios, quitamus!
Exploro? Vado! Parat. Si. Odite. Ambulance.
Quiete, caval!
Sagitas!
Cavalarios!
Ensala! Vado!
Cavalarios, ci! Voyeți prest, profesi compos volcrai. Attendeți les commandements.
Ici!
Voyeți prest, compagnon. Asseyez vos armes! Nous avons! Tous sommes prêts! Je suis votre serveuse! Acest vos, nous allons!
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Allons! L'ennemi est notre guerre! Je veuille vous obéir.
L'entière, si! Bene! Ensala! Escolto!
Parat! A calque, cavalarios!
Parat! Obedio! Bene! Ambulo!
Donnez-moi vos advices. Quid ordines? Cavalarios parats. Si. Scara formata. Ensala. Cavalarios parats. Bene.
L'entière sparate! Si!
Bene audite.
L'entiers! Ite servientes! L'entiers! Obeyo! Parate arquiers! Entendo! Parat! In avant, arquier! Parates servientes! Allons-y!
Audite servientes. Obeio. Audite. Attention.
Homes, preparate!
Spero.
Capians!
Che? Avant, compagnon. Pour votre service. Certes. Quand je commande, avant. Certes. Certes.
Il m'aiuta!
Qu'ils soient vaincus et battent! sentinelles.
Mort dans les aigouettes! Sie kommt was Wondres! Pour votre service! Affaibloyons l'ennemi! Chevalier, prête-moi!
Parate, archers!
Salves en ordonnance!
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. The Danes withdrew to their camp,
Parate, archers!
but would soon return unless William met their demands for gold.
Parat!
Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Bene audite. Si. Audite, servientes. Obeio.
Parate! Venies, servientes. Audite. Bene, bene.
Okay.
Torrefaction.
What?
Essi effecta.
Refaccio. Si.
Ma sono.
Me?
Edifico. Spero. Edifico.
Ubi vado? Fuaro. Escolto. Cavo. Spero. Laburo.
Parate, archers. Reparate, archers. Sie. Siest.
Obéir, mon destrière immense.
Momentesi, archer.
Ambula.
Ah, finit.
Quod? Vado caver. Ubi vado? Cavo.
Escolto.
Laburo.
Ubi vado?
Faro.
Me?
Bake.
Ma sono. Che? Laburo. Quoi de la bourre?
Apertisets vostre courage, compagnon. Incontinent. Por vostre service.
The Normans discovered the source of the Danes' threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded. In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally. William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Cavalario, cavalians. Bene. Attendez les commandements.
Odite. Entendo.
L'heure est de besoigner. Retrayez vos amoués. Accesmets vos, compagnon. Mea Sultan! Attendez les commandements. L'heure est de besoigner.
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Venir. Cavale parat.
Dois obéir. Je suis votre serviteur.
Compagnon, reste pour la besoin.
Farad.
Cavalarios Parad!
The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him. King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, More reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Certes.
Abuga strelbord! Fiende heso! Strelbord! Sitte! Equilla!
Ala Finitas Yar! Certes!
Yeyeria!
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone.
Heregonga on way!
Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
sir!
It is Sita for Actus.
Jirwa! Garwigan! Strelbord Jerwa! Strelbord, Sitte! On Styria! Strelbord! Strelbord! Sitte! On Styria! Strelbord! Abuga Strelbord!
Yet to be ready for Hestus.
Spilla Dura Fomen! Abuga Strida Het Min Siens! Kotlicha!
Alles with.
Yeah, we are!
Finitas, stand in the yard! Finitas, yard!
Strelbord and Yaru!
Ala Finitas, yard!
It's one!
He has been the shield pending!
Strelbord Sitte! Quaesindon Secende!
Finitas, yard! Finitas, in the shot!
Strelbord Jerwa!
Garwigan! Ala Judaius, none but that! Finitas, stand in the yard! Ala Finitas!
Abuga Strelbord!
Finitas, stand in the yard! At me the word! Further!
Yeria! Yeria!
There, Sweden, there, Fiatende!
Abuga Strelbord! Yes, sir! Strelbord Sitte!
Appelknick! Forthwarde, Freckes. Mit Balder.
Abuga Strelbord! Strelbord Jerwa! Equilla! Strelbord Jerwa! On Styria Strelbord! Gath Strelbord! Yes.
Yet to be ready for Hestus. Mandente to servant. He shall lay the yow.
Strelbåda! Valiente Heso!
Knites! Frida dur, Tulkas!
Jajawia! Kotlicha!
Knites! Into the sun!
Strelbåda! Sithe!
Nu, Tulkas, setteth yow.
Yahweh Wigenda! Dida hit! Dida hit! Abuga Strelbåda!
Knites, ja! Arthur Knites, ja! Knites, stand in the yard! Knites, into the sun! Beyond shield!
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Strelbåda Yaru! Fight the Eruseras!
Stand in the yard!
Wasted Gerwin! Dondes Wahaten! Ram Yaru! Hashtag Nawa! For Donde!
Alla Knites, ja!
Fight the Eruseras! Wasted Gerwin! You come on forth, Wigan! The Eruseras Yaru! Contested! Second day!
Knites, stand in the yard! Apple Knites, ja!
Fight the Eruseras! The Erusiaru Yaru!
Knites, into the sun! For Warden Reckes, mit Goldenes! Apple Knites, ja! It's live to hear them!
The Eruseras Yaru! Herrende estas! Sjajatende! Strelbåda! Sithe! Strelbåda! Opgången!
Bayer's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
What has that outcome to do? The Erusiaru Yaru! What has that? Yean! Ravrequilla!
Strail Boren Yaru!
Viedus Yaru Yaru!
Strail Buse!
Alla Finitas Jan!
Onda je Serpan! Strail Boren! Siste! Beildet mig! Ishan!
Viedus Yaru Yaru! Wasted Yerwin! Here and the Hestas! Wasted Yerwin!
Alla Finitas Jan!
Jejevia!
Viedus Eras Yaru! Find Viedus Eras! Viedus Eras Yaru! Let us Usgar! Wasted Yerwin!
Strail Boren! Jerma! Quadricha! Strail!
Find Viedus Eras! On Styria, Kempa!
Too long!
You come on forth, Wigan!
Legion Hub!
Viedus Eras Yaru! Wasted Yerwin! Let us Usgar!
Abuga! Strail Boren!
Find Viedus Eras! You come on forth, Wigan!
Swaffers!
Let us Usgar! Viedus Yaru working day! On Styria, Kempa!
Yarwa!
For Spiller!
Yarwe! Strail Boren! Jerma! Weisindon Sekende!
Bayard May. Eat your will. Yesa? Off Slayer.
Yanimus Pancher! Abuga! Strail Boren! Strail Boren! On Lisa!
Find Viedus Eras!
Strail Boren! Sinte! Jejevia! Mikael Shoston!
Wasted Yerwin! Ishan!
Flatboga! Vida hit!
What Hestas? On Styria day!
Strail Boren! Sinte! Vida hit! Strail Boren! On Gengar! Strail Boren! On Gengar!
Viedus Eras Yaru! On the way!
See
Round
ya!
Yaru! On Welsham!
Ridra Yaru! Ituilla!
What bears in Heston?
The village of Martigny was destroyed, but did not emerge to face Henry outside the castle. Henry would have to raise the stakes. Next, he targeted the village of Fresnes.
Look out, be ready,
Henry received word that Robert had sent for a fresh army to aid in defending his position at the castle. Henry had to eliminate these new forces before they could combine with the garrison at Tinchebray. Henry could buy reinforcements from nearby allies if he could procure the gold to pay them.
Strele fuse, strel boren jaru, Iquilla, beodeth me. Ik eom gangende, abuga strel boren.
Dein Hestes?
Beodeth, ja? Ridende ut!
Strelboren, site!
By eliminating Robert's incoming army, Henry had thwarted his brother's attempt at strengthening the castle's defenses.
Garwigan assa Garu Fer. Nu, Tulkes, settet jou. Alles with it.
Ja? Iets jera.
Yetteth he ready for Hestes. It's limit to Heeren! Obeisance is Arne Atu! Alles with them!
Strelboren, Genwa! Strelboren, site!
Knittes in the sun! Utrida nu, Tulkas!
Abuga strelboren! Heragon Gathon way!
Alla knittes jan! Forkvarne fräck!
Övrigtjanja förrätt oren
Jarwe! Arende nu! Nu, Tulkas, settet jou. Fuse to servant. It's libe to hear it. Tute is none borden. Astorende. None shall lifen.
Forward here.
Där svinen mig upp sig och tände!
Voljende hesa.
Strelboren Jerwa. Sheltent werfende.
What's it?
Där svinen mig upp sig och tände!
And struck at the French forces and recaptured the town.
Andasia!
Today is none but done. Fuse to servant. It's will. Yeah. I'll read. It's your will. Look jou wie i ready, Freckes. Forth warde Freckes, mit Baldenes. Hester?
Den Hester?
That way, Chef.
God swinger, being lame.
Entendeth nu, Tulkas. Ikilt. See they to work there.
Arita, what needeth worker?
Something to share. Min spärre, ja. Min Hester nu, Tulkas. Sätt ett ja. Mina word. Ja, Anna Knitens, ja!
What needeth Beondum?
Agrethes for Hestes. Anna Knitens, ja! For Orne Brekes, mit Baldenes! Knitens, stand andente to servant! Knitens, in the sun!
Ich hab Helding min städer!
Yetteth he ready for Hestes. His spanner on the loaded. Yeah, on a good stead. What needeth be undone?
Saddled upper, and ready.
Even the too much at once! Askurande! Brekende! Herr Willadian! At Mina Wanda! It shall Deus! Ut readeth nu, Tulkas. Ich am Helding min sted. It is Sether for actors. Andente to serve.
Hester's for alle here. It's me, Hester, Fereth. Boon forthe off. Readeres, besta spere.
Alle Canitas Yar. It's libe to hear it. Canitas, another son. For Arneth, Mr. Athel Canitas.
Je for mij meer Hesters.
Intendeth Brekes.
Here are Hesters.
Boon forthe off.
Sia is Mina.
Claude, this is a mickle matter.
Kempes, lusted for Hestes. We aren't going there, Tulkas. Nu, Tulkas, setteth jou. Get to thee ready for Hestes.
No Hestes anon, Tukes. Freckers, intendeth no.
Wagen Shaitan!
Look a be thee ready, Freckes. Fortwarde, Freckes, mit Baldenes.
Reader is he set, on ready, Hester. Ick'll do.
Oriente Hestes.
Hestes for Allah here.
Nu, Tulkes, set it jou.
Outstandeth, Sperremen! Striket bort, jou Sperremen! Aggresseth yourself.
Each will.
Hiere Hestes! Heriende Hestes nu!
See thing to work, eh? Ikil habi that he building anon.
Arute for him! Sperremen! Standeth at Sperremen!
Hiere Hestes! Uppnäen verreth arm.
No Hestes anon, to come amid me, Freckers.
Sperremen, each will held the head.
Hestes en armbåge! Han sweetener, yes sir! Ik kan det du!
Reader is he ready for Hestes.
Fuste Tulkes, Hestes.
Alles with it.
With the border towns recaptured, King to Normandy faced only one more obstacle: King Louis and his army. In the humble peasants' fields of Bremule, two kings would settle their claim to Normandy.
Dute is none Borden.
Ich han helding min stead.
Get to thee ready for Hestes. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes.
Jefe mea bus.
Ad are to hear. Redende sua het.
Hestes cometh.
Ad mina worde ferreth.
Not slepig. We have ex du så to hettest.
Intendeth nu, Tulkes. Yeah, anon rita. Entendeth nu, Tolbeoth Kete, we are forth gangende.
Vim heste? Ja.
We are Kjoten!
Kotschel ich du. Verende sua hent.
Kempes, lust ich here dat. Agretes for hestes.
Ich beheld de heren.
Exterani incorpore!
Nu, Tulkes, set it ja. Jette die ready for Hestes. Look at jou weer direct shall day. Look at jou weer die ready for war defense. Dit water het. Dit is ziekte voor aan. Fuse to servant.
Yare to don some work. Churles Swinker. Ik heel brookie that.
Jette die ready for Hestes. Nu, Tulkes, set it jou. Nu, Tulkes, set it jou. Fortwarde frekkes. Mit baldenes. Look at jou weer die ready frekkes. Ik zal leden jou.
Freckers, entendeth nu.
An are to hear. Redende swahet.
Freckes Haken. Nu hast Nuthan. Cometh on.
It is Sita for actors.
Claude, this is a mickle matter.
Get to the ready for Hestes.
Marketh Yara, my friend. Ishil Enon.
Arongeth, readerers, site to reading.
Obesius is Ane Athu. Andente to serve. Yet to the ready for Hestes. Nu, Tulkes, set it down. It is Sita for actors. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. Look at jou weer die ready, Freckes. It's live to hear it. Certes. It is Sita for actors.
It's live
live to hear them!
Readera awetende hestes. I saddled upper Andridende.
Apokritas Ufridet Nul Tulkas. Crossbows yard on the way tende. Knikas stand in the yard. Knikas in the top at Mina Water. Alla Knikas yard.
Dressed jou highwaymen!
Readerers, he ready for Estes.
Entende, Frere.
That will be done.
What failed in Estes?
Far from home, but rallied by their king, the English army forced a French surrender and put King Louis and his knights to flight. With the impromptu battle ending in resounding victory for the English, King Henry had secured his ancestral lands under the English crown. After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day. Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army.
Dende fort. Giffe me hestes. I camonte fara.
Non-sleeping. It's so
Scouter, I ready to get well Beodon.
What wilt thou?
Men of armies, och kräftet fos färret tvårende, men of armies.
Med det Schulichka. I dende suahet.
Men of armies, apide.
It's your vein, Hess.
Chevrichian Yara. Hesse shouldn't be here. Jonas, jag är till återväl till dagen, men of
Kurse I saddle. Scouter I ready.
Järve för blod on bar. It's to a sua thuhetest. What beatten heste? Säg det mig till mina väckes.
Giffe me hestes. Go ende me today. Redende suahet.
What wilt thou? It's for Thethines. It's sua hessa aliata.
Scouter I ready to read. For when they the hesta.
Järve för blod on bar. It's sua hessa aliata. Sende mig till mina väckes.
Giffe me hestes. Het well Beodon. Berende suahet. With a Schulichka. Elder net. Stirende nu. The Venus Mirasi is upon us! Hit well a Beodon! With a Schulichka.
What beatten heste? Hessa shouldn't be here.
Kurse I saddled, Scouter I ready. For when they the hesta.
What beatten heste? It's for Thethines. Järve för blod on bar. It's to a sua thuhetest. Sende mig till mina väckes. It's for Thethines.
Giffe me hestes. I shall do that.
What wilt thou? Hessa shouldn't be here.
Chevrichian Yara.
What beatten hesten? Järve för blod on bar. What wilt thou? Jobbe thine hes. It's to a sua thuhetest. Sende mig till mina väckes.
Redende suahet. For when they the hesta.
Hessa shouldn't be here. Järve för blod on bar.
I can't found in the bow!
It's sua hessa aliata. Sende mig till mina hessa shouldn't be here.
What beath in hesten? It's to a sua thuetest. What beath in hesten?
Cosa i saddle. Scout.
It's fortheth in hes. It's to a sua thuetest.
Het will the beodon. With a shulich gal. Do ende mi duty.
It's sail the boat! Unterfeldes Reise!
Scouter is ready to read. The hell do that. Do ende mi duty. Get this way. Het will the beodon.
Unterfeldes Reise! Ich am Anfahrer! Vendes i sennen hierbij!
Het will the beodon. Volwende the hesta.
Helden net! Stirende nu! Ridende sua het!
The hell do that. Volwende the hesta. Ridende sua het.
The Vendes Mirage is upon us! Do ende mi duty!
Do ende mi
Sentimeter minuekes. What wilt thou? Hierwee for blood on Baal. Hierwee for blood on Baal. What beath in hesten? Ik obey thine hes. What wilt thou? Hessa shoni hieren. Sentimeter minuekes. Ik doe sua thuhetest. Sentimeter minuekes. Ik fortheth in hes.
Club, Hestes commander taketh up of thine armors. What beath in Hesten? Verende to Yenis.
Scouter, you ready to read?
I'll do that.
Hierwee for blood on Baal.
Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
What beath in Hesten? Hessa shouldn't be hieren. Hierwee for blood on Baal. Ik obey thine hes.
With a shulich gal. Het will the beodon.
What beath in Hesten? What wilt thou? Hessa shouldn't be hieren.
We haven't been a gun!
Sentimeter ik sua hessa aliata. Sentimeter min ik sua hessa aliata. Hierwee for blood on Baal. What beath in Hesten? Ich fortheth in hes. Ich doe sua thuhetest. What wilt thou? Ich obey thine hes. Ich doe sua thuhetest.
Fiondes armors! Jonas Toto!
Hierwee for blood on Baal.
Men of armors har krettet for stål! Men av armors har bydet!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
Sentiment minowekes.
Give me Hestus. Do ende mi dute.
What breath in este?
Each sail the boat!
What wilt thou? Ich obey thine hess. Send them at minowekes. What breath in este?
Chanyala! En av Arvjones Jale Tonon! Every Chanyala! Men of Armes! Men of Armes! Every Chanyala!
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
Jerwe for blood on Val. Essa shouldn't be here. Send them at minowekes. Essa shouldn't be here. Jerwe for blood sua hessa aliata. What breath in it obey thine hess? What wilt thou? Ich tue so, du hättest. What wilt thou?
Fionnis Arves! Avoid it! En av Armes abides! En av Armes agretek postora! Fionnis Jale Tonon! Ich liebe to feck dig!
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege.
Ich obey thine hess.
Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard.
Jerwe for blood on Val. What breath in
To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies.
Hestes cometh.
He targeted the nearby market town.
Onti fortas. Bella.
What wilt thou? Ich forfeit in hess.
Entendet, fräckas. Fuste tulkas. Hestes. Glidande ne hurtus nor never down. Wow of servat shattle. And swifter, yes. Boy, Isibun, Yarwe Shatton, Ikanadu. Yeah, for me a boat. Wow, servant. Boy, Isibun. Yeah, Hestes!
Unde haveras!
shattered. Suet the head. Freckes haken.
Hästen kommer arvei med huset. Dresset ja arvei med. Hästesen orkomen. Han sweeter gessa. Pennar armens ambösnats.
Widerstuliska! Giffa mig hästus! Widerstuliska! Ik doe dat.
Sentimentum nuenges. Ich tue so du hättest. Järve för blod onbar. Ich obey thine häst. Järe hästen!
Rallying to Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army.
Agrettet förstora! Blodet blir din seger.
With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle.
Intendeth, Freckes.
Oxford's troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
It is Sita for Actus. We shall lay the young.
Everytjan jara. Men av armes. Whippet. Men av armes. Agrettet förstor. Ferret du ur ende. Men av armes.
Look jou be it ready, Freckes. Nu, Tulkes, set it jou.
Freckes haken. Nu hästes.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege.
Hästes kommer. Yes.
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
But mean a word. Send. It is Sita for Actus. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. He shall lay the young.
Jonas, jare to dawn. Travail to dawn, men of armes.
Nu, Tulkes, set it young. Alles with it.
Fuse Tulkas. Heriende Hestes nu.
Look at be thee ready, Freckes. Fourth warde Freckes, mid Baldenes.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Yahweh Shem.
Hästen kommer, Arwayman! Dresset, ja, Arwayman! Voljende, hästen! Hästes kommer, Arwayman!
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
Nu Hestes. Ik kan het nu.
It is Sita for Actus. At me no word. Further.
Entendet, Freckes.
Shall held the hair.
Yes, is thee ready for Hestes?
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Freckes Haken. Nu Hestes. Tidwinleth. Bereth.
Send them out to Mina Warkes.
Hestes kommer. Voljende Hestes. Fuste Tulkas, Sua the Heta.
Yet to thee ready for Hestes. At me no word.
Entendet, Freckes. Al Suiza, yes.
Sperremen, standet and presentet. Sperremen, Yara.
Qua of Surfeth Shetton. Jefe mea but. Fuse Tulkas. Hestes.
Canitas, stand in the yard. And then take good side. There! Sweden! There! Skärkende! Helmet wall, crossbowers!
Rama, you ready for Hestes?
Yeah! Cannon Serente, so ahead.
Arthur Canitas, yeah!
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps. King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Get thee ready for Hestes.
Hester's commander. Go ahead.
It is Sita for Atlas.
Aditeth for Hestes. Harrogard told us.
Man of armies, a crafted post.
Hestes cometh.
Ongen, Adita, and Descent.
Kempes, lusted for Hestes.
Alla Canicus, ja! Canicus, stand in the ice!
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled. King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
Guy, Ramis, Veloci ready. Ichuela. Olsen ready for Hestes. Yeah.
They set your big
Alla Canicus, ja!
Freckles Haken.
Send the men to Midway!
for Hestes.
Alla Canicus, ja! Crossbows, ja! On the way,
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen.
Harkeneth, Hestes.
Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet. Victory over King Stephen at Lincoln gave Matilda the upper hand in her fight for the English crown. But in the years that followed, fragile loyalties shifted, and under threat of capture, Matilda was forced to retreat. As her holdings in England came under attack from the king's army, it fell to her son Henry to keep Matilda's claim to the throne alive. Inside the strong stone walls of the castle at Wallingford, Matilda's men held firm against a brutal siege by forces loyal to King Stephen. King Stephen's army had constructed a fortified perimeter outside the castle, trapping Matilda's men inside. However, reinforcements were on the way from Matilda's son Henry. Her forces needed to hold the walls until they arrived.
Buildende that Ritano! You're ready to done some work here. You can build that for them. Send them out to the
Serpent shattered.
What needeth be undone? That building will be reparailed enough.
Yahweh shattered.
Echiel and Gina, the reparailings.
Boa is immune.
You go have that he building it on.
Yeah, Estes.
Hoping to claim Wallingford, King Stephen's siege forces launched a renewed attack on the castle.
Estes are not poor men.
We are taking up!
Mea bot. Yahweh Estes cometh, Arway men. Valiente Estes!
See they to work. Buildende that Ritano.
Yerwe for blood Dunbal. Temet to faren to sea.
Builders Yare Tudon!
Dresset jou, Arway men! Hoef den Bennett, Arway men!
Matilda's forces repelled the attack and held the castle.
Do what they had! Jeppe mea bot. Sterende off.
What needeth be undone?
Boa is immune.
See they to work.
See they to work.
Boa is immune.
It killed building that for they.
And silly building thing.
What beoth in Heston? Clum! Hestes commander jacketh up the thin arm.
Kempis, lusted for beoth kete. We are for
Estes cometh, Arway. Hiereth Hestes.
What wilt thou?
Heriende Hestes.
Hoping to crack the mighty Stonewall army, clearing another section of the blockade.
Sperimen ja.
Dresset jou, Arway men!
Knightes, into the sun! Knightes, stand in the yard! Crossbows yard on the weekend day! Apple Knightes, yard! Knightes, into the sun! All the Knightes, yard! Fort Wardens will be racist, Knightes! into the sun!
Around you, readers! Each understander!
He's out the way! Knitas standing there! Knitas into the sun. Keep it good battle, Knitas! Battle Knitas! Yeah! Lakatos Reader!
Wall of serpent shattered. Gambarende nu.
Knitas stand in the yard! Andente to servant! Certus, thine Hestus. Knitas stand in the yard. Alle Twitter! Arthur Knitas! Weapons ready! On fire! We're on shield! Knitas! Into this for order! Knitas!
See they to work. Ferende to ahead.
In Hester?
It will have that building anon. It will build a that for they. Build end a that Rita new. It will build a that for they.
Get to the ready for Hestes. Få be åt away, Tende! Let us go!
Hästet kommer arve med. I känner du.
Alla Knitas dit till göra armes! Fortfarande! Knitas stand in the yard! Alpha Knitas yard! Knitas into the sun! Alla Knitas yard! And then to servant! Alpha Knitas yard! Sperremen jaren. Wat willen we doen? God zal iets doen. Assailant hem nu! Nee! Den Hester? Assailant hem nu. Alle Knitas jaren! Min sperre is jaren. Knitas stand in the yard! Pretende hem! Agretes for Hestes. Ernende mina mede. What beoff in Hester?
Frekkes haken. Du hästes. Så fejhet. Ge fej med och bort.
Kempes, lusted for Hestes. Yeah, anon Rita.
What needs
Matilda's forces overwhelmed the enemy and cleared the castle's perimeter.
See things work, yeah? Build it, Data. Rita new.
Pestes en oitbo! Sentimentum in pestes en oitbo! Et suite, yes! Pestet combat arveve! Fiere pestes!
Look at your beauty ready, friend.
Speremen, letteth bathe and jou up nu to this.
Second me the word, friend.
Crossborders! Ik hier het tak! Dressig jou, highwaymen! Dressig jou, highwaymen! Fusetus, es glidande ne hurtus nor never down. Fiere Pestes!
The joint forces of Matilda and Henry had thwarted King Stephen's siege of the strategic castle at Wallingford. After over a decade of conflict, Matilda's claim to the throne was still alive. At Wallingford, in the shadow of the castle, Matilda's faction, commanded by her son Henry, proved it was still willing to fight King Stephen for the crown. But after 15 years of conflict, both sides had had enough. So, they made a deal. Matilda would surrender her claim to the throne on condition that when Stephen died, her eldest living son Henry would succeed him. A year later, he was crowned King Henry II and proceeded to grow the kingdom into the mighty Angevin Empire. But, once again, what the king had spent his life building, his own children were destined to destroy. King Henry II had 4 surviving legitimate sons, and he planned to divide up his kingdom between them. But they fought bitterly for dominance. Against the odds, Henry's youngest son, John, became king. But King John was deeply unpopular. He lost huge swathes of the Angevin Empire gained by his father, then failed to paid for by taxing his subjects. Eventually, England's barons could take it no more. They forced John to agree to a charter that restricted his power, the Magna Carta. But he went against his word. Furious, they rebelled, inviting Prince Louis of France to invade England. In 1216, Louis sailed to Dover and set his sights on taking this, Dover Castle. Held by forces loyal to King John, it was commanded by Hubert de Burgh. He described the castle as the key to England. He was right. If it fell to the French, so would the kingdom. Asked to invade by the rebel barons, Prince Louis's French army launched an assault on the castle at Dover. Opening a crack in the outer defenses, the invading forces charged the castle walls. The garrison at Dover would meet the French with clenched fists and an iron will. Dover could not fall. Commander Hubert de Burgh rallied his men to hold back the French and defend the castle.
War of servants, yes! Men of armies! Spearmen! Stand banner! Spears!
Every chan jarl! Here we go.
Readerers, he set on ready. He had a Hestes. Readerers, he ready for Hestes.
What needeth be undone?
Readerers, he set on ready. Born for bit off. Owen, commendate!
Freckes Haken, nu Hestes. Ted Dwindelet, Beren! Quark, sir.
In Hestes?
Fuse Tulkas, Hestes. Glidande, there hurteth no one here down.
Jebe mea puta!
Hestes cometh.
While the castle's garrison thwarted the first French attack and prepared for a second, a new resistance force was building in the English countryside. A skilled bowman, known as Willikin of the Weald, began to muster a resistance to the French invasion. Determined to keep the crown in King John's hands,
Intendeth, Freckes.
Willikin would rally every available archer to the cause.
Hestes cometh. Intendeth.
See thee to work, eh? Reaper railings are...
Freckes Haken, nu Hestes al Suiza, yes.
And a fresher marker. Where?
Boa is Ibun. Arwe men, gongende es beden.
Spearmen, standeth and presenteth. Spearmen, stirreth jou.
Kempis, lusted for Hestes. Ikil. Hispana on the loaded. Something to Shetan.
What needeth be undone? Ikil Angeen on the Reaper railings new.
Agrethet for Hestes. We on going the Tulkas.
Arita, Ikil do that new. Ikil build a that brigade.
Hestes?
With his bowmen assembled, Willikin planned to ambush the French siege engines on their way to the enemy camp.
Alunganu.
Yard. Fuste Tulkas, Hestes. Dresseth jou Arwayman. Opnet and Bereth Arwede. Hestes and on, Boerman. Hestes cometh. Hiere Hestes. Hestes cometh, Arwemen. Foliente Hestes.
Brace it yourself.
Intendeth, Frecus.
What shall each do? Min spera is Yara.
Kempes, lusteth for
Boa is the boon.
God swinkera be May.
what beoth in Heston?
Arita, what needeth worker?
What should I do? Yara.
Ik you'll happy that he building or not.
Spanner on the loaded.
Speramen Yara. Speramen Yara. Min spera is Yara.
On a fresher marker. Yeah, on a good...
What shall each do? Each shall hear.
Jeffe mea but. Sterende off, so I said.
Intendeth new, Tulkas. Moveth, getteth busy. Beoth kette. We on forth, a grace it yourself. Ernende mina mede.
Willikin spotted a group of English fighters engaged in battle with the enemy and rushed to their aid.
Hiere Hestes.
Willikin's band of archers made short work of the French reinforcements.
Hestes cometh, Arwemen.
But if they hoped to ease the burden on Dover's garrison, Willikin's ambush force could not relent. Some French reinforcements made it to their siege camp, adding more numbers to their next attack on the castle.
Dresseth you, Arwemen. Clear that we never hunted no one never down. Hiere Hestes. Dresseth you, do that. Cometh on. Wave and Shaitan. On the botas. Better. Frekes haken, nu hestes.
Agrethes for Hestes. Entendeth nu, Tulkes.
Hestes cometh, women.
Heareth that! Aggresseth yourself.
Hestes and on, Moormen!
What needeth be undone?
Yahweh Shanton. And Switha, yes.
Aimeth low, crossbow! We're ongoing, Tulkes! Hestes!
It's in Sheshendeus!
Agrethes for Hestes. Weapons, Yara!
Hestes cometh, Arwemen! Goa, easy move!
Tempest, lufted for Hestes. Upward, every channel steering!
What of serpent Shanton?
The French launched a renewed attack on the castle. But thanks to Willikin's ambush force, the enemy could not attack at full strength.
Yahweh, restore! Hestes and on, Moormen! Where are Ezelende? Here, Hestes! Blessed Yah, Highwaymen! Moriente, Hestes!
Fuse Tulkes.
Blessed Yah, Highwaymen! Aye!
Frekes haken, nu hestes.
Yare to don some work.
It's in Sheshendeus!
With Willikin's archers weakening the siege from outside the castle, the garrison at Dover repelled the French attack. Willikin ordered his archers to resume their strikes on the French reinforcements.
Boa is Ibun.
Pita, yes, sir! Here, Hestes! He can do!
Tempest, lufted for Hestes. Ich heareth that.
Hestes and on, Moormen! And Switha, yes, sir! Hestes cometh, Arwemen! Heriende, Hestes nu! Each will held the hair. At standard, Sverremen. Sverre!
This is Mom! On the Arway shore!
Fustein Tulkas, sewers ahead. Lutan, Kumathon. Freckes hearted dwindleth. Ferre.
Well, where then?
What shall each do? Hestes cometh. Heriente Hestes nu.
Send the man to me now what? Yes,
Intendeth, Freckes. Glidande ne hurteth no one near at all. Heriende Hestes nu. Ich will helde Hera. Fuste Tulkas, Hestes. Fuste Tulkas, Hestes. Hestes cometh.
Willikin's resistance force continued to grow, adding more skilled men to its ranks.
Intendeth, Freckes.
On a fresher marker, intendeth new, Tulkas. Swarth ahead. So little shit.
Wave and Shaitan! Hestes and on, Mormon! Dressed gal, Harveymen! Yeah, Hestes! Hestes and on, Mormon! Bene, Tulkas! Wave and Sekande!
Agretes for Hestes. Alunganu.
Serpent shatter.
Intendeth new, Tulkas.
Hestet cometh, Arwaymen!
Kempes. Lusteth for Hestes.
Jeder Hestes! Wave and Shaitan! Hundred overhead horses! Rinse! Hestes and on, Mormon! Dressed gal, Arwaymen!
The combined grit of the English garrison and Willikin's surprise attacks ensured that Dover hadn't fallen yet. Now the English prepared to repel the final French assault.
Hestes and on, Mormon!
Crossbowers! Brace it up! Every kind of steerer! Crossbows yard on the way, Tende!
Dressed gal, Arwaymen! Jeder Hestes! Jebe mehr Butter! Geht unter Soda! Yahweh Shaitan!
Crossbows yard on the way, Tende!
Vagat Yara, mi frère.
for Hestus. Yeah, I'm on the ring.
Dresseth, you highwaymen! Sew up their heads!
Something to sharpen? What the heck?
Dresseth, you highwaymen! Hestus and Otborn! Wayland Marcus, highwaymen!
In a rebellion known as the First Barons' War. Across England, barons broke ties with the crown and seized important cities, including Rochester. With his reign under threat, John deployed his forces to retake Rochester and capture the traitors. King John's men arrived at the outskirts of Rochester, set to retake the castle and drive out the rebel barons within. But Rochester was a formidable fortress that protected the route to London, and the rebel barons were prepared to lay down their lives to hold it. Before King John's men could hope to retake the castle, they would need to reinforce their position by capturing the village of Chatham.
Agrethus for Hestus.
Each sail the bow! Unser Feld des Nasser!
Crossbows Yara on the way, Tende! Ferende! None dwellende aback! Agrethus Yara Ferret! Crossbowers! Aggressive weapons!
The king's men secured Chatham and began preparing for an arduous siege. Rochester's keep was protected by strong stone walls. The king's army would need mighty siege weapons to break through.
Kempes, look at for Hestus. They are Chatham, where...
See that the worker!
See they the worker? What needeth be undone?
Toadfolk, are you ready?
Aggresseth yourself.
Seizure engine yard!
Crossbowers, dresseth weapons!
Spring yard, up ready!
Mangala, awaiting Hestus!
Servant Chatham!
Ready, crossbowers!
Engine yard for Hestus! Lesser! Siege engines awaiting Hestus! Every thing is a beaten! Everything is a beacon! Be gone! Siege engines awaiting Hestus!
Aim it long! foes, Yara, on the way to them! Beyond this onwards!
Unchen, Jara Hestes! Serge Ongens awaited Hestes! One day listen, Serge Ongens! Everything is unbeaten! You ready for Hestes?
Here at Hestes! Hestes, come on, highwaymen! Step it to me, highwaymen!
Unchen, you're ready for Hestes! Everything is unbeaten!
Rochester's inner wall finally gave way, and the keep was laid bare for the taking.
Unchen, you're ready for Hestes!
Intendeth no, Tulkas.
Everything is unbeaten! Understood! Serge Ongens awaiting Hestes! Everything is unbeaten! Here at the Hestes! Onchen, you're ready for Hestes!
Ich bin boon to hear. Ich will in Hondes upon it. Parade, so ahead.
Serge Ongens awaiting Hestes! Unchen, you're ready for Hestes! Everything is unbeaten! Serge Ongens awaiting Hestes!
See they to work at. They could be looking that for they. Arita, what needeth work, eh? We'll lend they that right to know. See they to work, eh?
If you'll go on.
Arita, what needeth worker?
We haven't been a gun!
He'll build a that for them.
Yeah, Arita done some work, eh?
Everything is unbeaten!
Yara unto a marker. Each will.
Unchen, you're ready for Hestes!
Intended well. Hestes.
Hispana on the loading. Where? I've led them out of Egypt.
The Orcustus, thy will be done. Yes, it is. Born to hear.
Yeah!
Hestes on foot!
Somebody in Chapende!
Thing is, put off.
hast du's! Understood! Unsinn, Jari verheftet! What can they have? Says Unsinn, awaiting hast du's! Royal man! Everything is at
The great keep at Rochester fell at the hands of the King's army, securing both the castle and the route to London. While the fight for England raged on, a desperate King John clung to the throne. When forces loyal to King John undermined Rochester Castle, it spelled doom for the rebels inside. Within days, they had surrendered. But the rebel barons weren't done yet. Their ally, Prince Louis of France, had sent an invasion force to help the barons overthrow King John. Then, in late 1216, the king fell ill with dysentery and died. His son, just 9 years old, was crowned King Henry III. It was now up to the young king's regent, the 70-year-old legendary knight William Marshal, to protect the crown. He faced a near impossible challenge. England was crumbling. Rebels were taking town after town. But William Marshal bided his time and prepared to defeat the rebels. Then in May 1217, he got the chance that he'd been waiting for. William discovered that the rebels planned to simultaneously besiege both Dover Castle and Lincoln Castle. With rebel forces split and weakened, William Marshal led his royalist army to Lincoln. The castle on one side of the city was still controlled by royalists, under its formidable constable, Lady Nicola de la Haye. But the streets of the city were under rebel control. On May 20th, 1217, the Royalist Relief Force, led by William Marshal, arrived to retake the rebel-controlled city. The future of England rode on the success of this mission. Troops loyal to the king held the castle at Lincoln, while outside, rebels controlled the city. The defenders had to hold the castle until reinforcements arrived, under the command of the king's knight, William Marshal.
What may have been Heston? Men of armies are crafted for store. You're right to done some work. Equal happy that he building it on.
Between it, they shield it! Men of armies, obedient.
Here we go.
We've been every chant, Yara. Men of armies, we've been...
All right, what needed work? Build ended that right anew.
Hestes cometh, Arwen, men. Ik can do.
See they to work. Ik will build that for thee.
What of surfeth Shetton? Have me bow. Ferende. Boa is the boom.
Arita, what need? See they to work. This shula who do they make?
Jeppe me a boot.
Ik'll have me that he building and on.
Dresseth ya on.
What
See
Hestes?
Ja, Hestes. Foliende Hestes.
Building the
Boa is the boom. Ik ham verende nu. Yarwe Shetton.
What needeth be undone? It'll do that.
Quad of servant Shetton.
Looketh good. Ik'll build that for thee.
Hestes and on Boaman. Suas a hatter.
Send them out to me now what? There's
Something to share.
It's so, what wilt thou?
It obey thine Hess.
Yerwe for blood Dunbar.
Intendeth Fleckers. Heriende Hestes nu.
Hispana on the load. Yeah, and on read.
Yeah, ready to done some work. Reap the railings are an going.
Yara unto a marker. Hispana on the load. Something to Shetton. Something to share. They're ready, cross borders. Ich hear it that.
What needeth be undone?
Second him pay order, what is it?
Equal and gain of the ripper railings.
Jeppe me a boot.
Send them in to me work.
Boa is the boom. Sterende of Suese.
See they to work.
Boom to him. I will be
Fresh a marker. Yara unto a marker. Crossbow on their wear. Yara unto a marker. Swap.
You'll go see they to work. Flock end they wood, swow hex, Arita, what needeth work?
What needeth be undone? On min.
What needeth be undone? Fernande, so ahead.
Vin Hester. Sua bed.
See they to work.
See they to work. Reaper railings on going.
What wilt thou? See they to over there. On midway.
At last, the King's Knight William Marshal arrived with his forces. While a hard battle remained, there was now hope for the young King's army. In order to liberate the city surrounding the castle, William Marshal commanded the King's men to destroy the military buildings belonging to the rebels. William Marshal's forces were welcomed in Stowe, a nearby town loyal to the king.
Arthur Canitus, Jan! Fortvarde Canitus, to Stura! There! Amen! Swan the head!
The king's men tore through the rebel fortifications, diminishing the enemy's military presence.
Arthur Canitus, Jan!
The castle now faced a new attack from the rebels' French allies.
Crossbows, Yara, on the way, Fendeg!
See they to work, Reaper railings are enough gold.
Pestes and on, Bowman! Astilia! Rathe, Harwaymen! Dresset, you Harwaymen! Pestes and on, Bowman! And Sweetner, yes, sir!
If the king's men hoped to lift the French siege, they would need to destroy the enemy forts on the outskirts of Lincoln.
Arthur Canitus, Jan! Canitus! Put a milkshire out! Canitus, stand in the yard! Canitus, stand at Jute is none but dead. Force wardes and berese, Canitus. Andente to servant. Canitus, in the sun, and will the end. Jute is none but dead. Alla Canitus, yard. Fuste Tulkas, Hestes. And Switzer, yes. Yarwe Shet.
Yarwe to dawn somewhere.
War of Serper, Periende, Hestoa is Ibun al Switzer. Yefe meo, but. Habe me bow.